All right, thank you, Ben. Up next, we'll have Tristan from Wisconsin and Madison Normal speaking on veterans still battle with the war on drugs.
How's everybody doing tonight? I'd like to show you guys something here. Everybody see this red tag? That's a medical allergy tag. I'm allergic to morphine. Okay. Keep that in mind as I do my speech. My name is Tristan Paulus. I was a second-class petty officer in the United States Navy for 3 years. Unfortunately, I had an accident involving a Humvee. It backed into me. It herniated 5 discs in my neck. I was 24 years old. I spent 18 months on a medical hold in Norfolk, Virginia, away from my family. I was given 27 different prescriptions in that 18 months. Okay. Just to list a few. Dilaudid, synthetic morphine for pain. Sonata is a sleep aid. Percocet for pain. Zoloft for depression. Seroquel, which is an antipsychotic, but in small doses is effective in sleep. Flexerol, which is a muscle relaxant. Gabapentin, which is for nerve pain. These are just a few of the narcotics that I was on. While spending 18 months on medical hold, I had to fight for every piece of medical care that I received. I actually had to start a congressional investigation against the Navy so that I could have a surgery that was required, pins in place in my neck. After all this time down in Virginia, I came home, and it was very, very difficult. It was the hardest thing I think I've ever done, is to actually come home after spending that much time on narcotics and everything else. I was diagnosed with PTSD. I was very high-strung, on high alert, is what they call it in the Navy. Severe pain. They only formed one fusion on my neck, which fixed 1 disc out of 5. I still suffer from severe pain, insomnia. Back then there was a lot of family tension because I wasn't sleeping. You get kind of cranky after about 24 hours of not sleeping. So one day, one of my friends said, "Hey, I got this 1/8 of really good stuff. You want to buy some?" I said, "Hell yes. Why not?" I was 26 at this point. I never smoked cigarettes or marijuana before. So I said, "Yeah, I'll try it." Something to relax, you know, something to hang out with. It was the first time I tried it, you know, didn't really do much. The second time I tried it, I noticed I wasn't in any more pain. I could play with my kids just as I wanted to, just as before the accident. The anxiety and PTSD was gone. So you ask yourself, what does this mean for veterans? I am one of 24 million veterans in the United States today. 24 million. Veterans have historically used cannabis. We all know about Vietnam, but it goes back further than that. They didn't smoke cannabis back in World War II, but what they did is they used it for hemp. Ropes, canvas sacks, parachutes, pretty much anything that they could use for. Mooring lines for the Navy. Come back to Vietnam. The troops were introduced to marijuana mainly by the locals of Vietnam. It helped the troops relax. Once they relaxed, they realized that they could sleep. I don't know how many people know much about Vietnam, but Vietnam vets, they were given vitamins and vitamins to keep them going, to fight harder, longer. So the marijuana counteracted this effect. Let them sleep. For any of you that may or may not have used marijuana, you know that it brings a sense of community when you use it. You gather in a circle. So it formed more intimate relationships among the soldiers. It also combats stress and depression, something that every soldier combats every day that they're on the battlefield. So what does this mean for vets today? There are 16 medical marijuana states, plus Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, recognizes that this is a medicine, not just a drug. In Wisconsin, fortunate enough, to have the Jackie Rickert Medical Marijuana Act reintroduced. The bill is LRB 2446/1, for any of you that want to look that up. We need to take veterans and patients off of the battlefield. Marijuana is not something that we can combat. It's a natural plant, and it's medicine. Couple statistics about the war on drugs. Every 37 seconds, there's an arrest for marijuana. You call us paranoid, but how is paranoia when there's really somebody out there to get you? The cost, as Mike said, is $1 trillion since 1971. That's trillion with a TR. Year to date, for this year alone, from January 1st, the federal government has spent $50,506,820,183 as of noon today. Okay, that breaks down to, in my 10-minute speech here, that's $600,000 the federal government just spent prosecuting and arresting people for a plant. That means in this 3-hour event, $16,200,000 will have been spent just to prosecute marijuana crimes. Some of the resources that veterans can turn to: VA.gov to help you with your benefits, Military One Source in case you have any kind of medical emergency, whether it be psychological or physical. Normal.org will get you the current marijuana laws in your area. Safer is an organization that's safe access for enjoyable recreation. They have a lot of statistics on marijuana versus alcohol and the safety marijuana brings compared to alcohol. That's pretty much all I have today. Is there any questions of any kind? No? All right, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.